Hello again, friends. Did you miss me? It definitely wasn't my intention to leave you with that cliffhanger last time, but I had to press pause on my artist series to put on a huge concert, which I successfully pulled off a couple of weeks ago. But I'm gleefully back, and I'm excited to share with you about my recording trip to London and more about my upcoming album project called Game of Shadows. Dun dun dun.
We just landed in London, and look who landed right next to us.
Hello!
Like literally, his plane parked next to ours.
Like next to it.
Yeah.
Like neighbors.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
So for the past 17 years, all of my albums have been independently produced by yours truly. And what this means is basically I have always paid for everything, recorded everything, and hired any musicians and engineers out myself. And my last two independent albums, Fire Within and Oceans, were recorded at Abbey Road Studios in London, which makes this new album my third album recorded at Abbey Road. But this time, it's a little different because I'm working with a London-based label called Audio Network. I've done some one-off projects with some labels, but this is my first time doing a project from start to finish with a label. I've been working on this album since 2023, right after the last time I was in London recording. The short story is after an introduction from Glenn to Audio Network and after a lovely meeting with them and some serious schmoozing of my skills, they decided to work with me. Glenn co-produced my last 3 albums with me and was also involved on this project, as he has basically done a bajillion album projects with Audio Network, and he wanted to show me the ropes as this was my first project with them. Being in London again felt so normal. I love being in this city. I'm sure just a small reason why is probably because I'm completely obsessed with British movies and historical dramas. Not to mention, I can spout off a ridiculous amount of British royal history to you if you have an hour.
This way?
I think that's what everyone's going in. And also, part of my family history is from here, as is probably a lot of Americans because we all had to come from somewhere, right?
When I was here in London 2 years ago, I went to one of the services. It was nice. So pretty. I love big old churches.
I'll admit, this time at Abbey Road was different for me.
Hello.
We're headed to Abbey Road Studios. Of course, it's raining.
Staying dry.
I just don't want my hair to get wet. So I'm wearing my puffy coat.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Hello. This one is very, very heavy.
Go slowly.
Very heavy.
We are on our way to the studio today and adjusting to jet lag. I'm a little tired. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I forgot cars are coming at me from the side.
I feel like you're on the wrong side of the road for a second.
Okay, we're here. Like I said, this time at Abbey Road felt different for me. Bigger orchestra, bigger team of people. Oh, and I wasn't the one producing the session. Audio Network was.
Yeah,
Which meant it wasn't just me at the helm calling the shots.
In last year I started a music prep company. So just doing music prep, and we did Beetlejuice with Danny Elfman last year. One of the films we've just done was Wild Robots. It's good. It's always lovely to work with Audio Network, so it's always been, every few weeks we get to do something.
Yeah, this is my first project with Audio Network.
Yeah, such a lovely company.
There was a lot of people in the control room, including Andrew, the founder of Audio Network, Glenn, my project manager, engineers, PR, social media, and executives there from various companies to hear the music that we were recording and more. It was a lot more than my typical small independent team. No pressure at all. And just so you know, we are never allowed to film in the hallways or common areas at Abbey Road, so you're not going to see a tour of the studio. But I will show you the inside of Studio 2, which is where I always record. And P.S., this is where the Beatles recorded too, so that makes me feel kind of cool.
it's the old.
Getting to the recording phase of a project is always the most exciting part because all of the music that you've written and worked on for so long is finally coming to life with real human musicians, and that's a nice feeling.
Yeah, okay. All right, folks, we're not quite there. We're there. Can I introduce our lovely composers, Jennifer Thomas and Glenn Gabriel. Jennifer, we worked with a couple of times on a number of albums. We've absolutely loved working with you and Glenn. This is co-write. And Jennifer's the performer on the piano, which I believe you're recording here tomorrow, aren't you?
Tomorrow at School Farm.
Oh, School Farm. I'm sorry. That's my tip, God, isn't it? So we love working with you guys. It's great to have you. You're some of the nicest people we get to work with. So we hope you enjoy what we did today. We'll do our best. And I think that's a chance to take it on. So, thank you so much. All right, folks, here we go. Let's have an A.
It's kind of funny for me to watch back some of this footage as I can see how nervous I was, and I can see myself just wanting to make sure I didn't screw anything up.
The upright.
I just want to go back and give myself a hug and say, loosen up.
I didn't even know that.
But having this opportunity to learn and grow outside of what I'm used to is something I'll treasure going forward.
I think we'll start with the first one. What do you think is more or less most straightforward?
Per se, probably just the articulation here. It's supposed to be very airy and soltasto.
Right.
You guys are amazing. That's very sorry. Can I just set the tempo? It says 130 again, really. Fantastic. Can I make a suggestion here? Slight reillustration.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Should we go from 23 to 56?
That's good, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, great.
Just remember, I can't film inside.
Yeah. the logo.
I know.
It's different.
I think it was down here where I was seeing.
When people were signing.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I haven't done this yet. I'm signing the wall. I'm gonna sign over somebody's student.
Name of your album.
And oceans.
They're kind of closer.
Really good. Where would you like it?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Should we have a photo together? Yes. Thank you. We did it. It's a great session.
He's like,
Yes. I told you.
his brain is just like moving faster than
All
I
the
can
time.
like listen.
I know.
He'd be like catching things on like, oh,
Yeah. No.
So at the end of day one, recording at Abbey Road Studios, we all hopped into Andrew's car and he drove us about an hour away from London.
Finished.
I can't tell you which direction because I honestly don't know. But we ended up at his personal studio in the English countryside called School Farm Studios. And this is where I'm going to be recording my piano parts the next morning.
I feel like I'm in the countryside of a Pride and Prejudice movie of Jane Austen. And there's birds chirping, English countryside. There's like a pond over here. Like Mr. Darcy is just gonna come out of.
He's right here.
Mr. Darcy's just gonna come out of nowhere.
Tune in to the next episode for the adventures at School Farm Studios as I record my piano tracks for Game of Shadows.
We're getting crepes. I'm going to show you some very large doors. I'm really sad. They're doing a like immersive light show in St. Paul's, Minnesota. You can hear the music.